The novel, Demi-Gods and Semi-Devils, is set against the backdrop of the conflicts between the Liao dynasty and the northern Song dynasty. The two sides constantly clash with each other, raiding and plundering each other's wealth, creating a world of opposition. Xiao Feng lives in this world. He fights for the Han Chinese against the Khitan people until the gathering of the Beggars sect, where he learns a shocking secret: he himself is Khitan. This revelation plunges Xiao Feng into a profound inner conflict. How could he, having fought and spilled Khitan blood for the Han, suddenly discover that he's betraying his own ancestry? If he were to ignore this fact and continue to believe he's Han Chinese, the evidence is irrefutable. For those without strong mental fortitude, this could lead to a mental breakdown. Fortunately, Xiao Feng is an upright man. He refuses to accept the fate that's been thrust upon him, determined to seize control of his own destiny. Xiao Feng decisively embarks on a path of vengeance. The enemies he seeks are those who have attempted to interfere with his destiny. Over time, he realizes that his fate is inextricably tied to the societal tensions between the Han and Khitan people. On Mount Shaoxi, Murongbo, responsible for the devastation of Xiao Feng's family, invites him, as a descendant of the Yan kingdom's royal lineage, to lead Liao troops in a joint attack on the Song dynasty. Xiao Feng, who holds deep gratitude to the Han people, firmly rejects this. He says, the peace between Song and Liao, having lasted for decades, could easily be shattered. If warfare breaks out and the Khitan cavalry invades the southern dynasty, do you realize how many Song and Liao citizens will tragically lose their lives? Xiao Feng's tragic fate stems from the Han-Khitan conflict. This rivalry took away his familiar life, forced him to travel constantly, and subjected him to immense psychological pain. Is he Khitan or Han? However, when he witnesses the Song people committing the same atrocities against the Khitans at Yanmen Pass, he deeply questions this ethnic rivalry. Why can't the Han and Khitan people coexist peacefully? In the face of wars driven by human greed, there's little difference between the two. Being Khitan is no disgrace, just as being Han is no particular honor. Therefore, after becoming the prince of the southern court in the Liao dynasty, Xiao Feng orders a halt to raiding the Song dynasty. When appointed as the marshal to pacify the south, he'd rather be imprisoned than assist the Liao in invading the Song. He recognizes the root of his tragic fate and seeks to resolve the animosities between the Han and Khitan. This transcendent perspective isn't understood by others, leaving Xiao Feng in profound loneliness. Just as the Liao emperor believed Xiao Feng refused to wage war against the southern Song due to his longing for his homeland, the heroes of the Central Plains, who tried to rescue Xiao Feng from prison, merely saw him as a betrayed ally. None understood his attempts to bridge the Han-Khitan divide. Even his two best friends failed to grasp this. When Xiao Feng forces the Liao emperor to promise never to attack the Song, the entire Song dynasty rejoices. Yet Xiao Feng remains desolate, realizing that his dreams of reconciliation are only temporary. In despair, he takes his own life to atone for his perceived betrayal to the Khitan. Upon learning of Xiao Feng's suicide, the heroes of the Central Plains mourn deeply. They grieve for the loss of a strong ally and a dear friend. They still can't fathom Xiao Feng's aspiration to transcend ethnic divides and yearn for peace. Xiao Feng's death didn't change the inherent nature of the people of Liao and Song. Wars continued, leading both nations to their eventual demise. Xiao Feng's grand vision and ambition, transcending national boundaries, found no echo and he became a casualty of both nations. His personal frustrations, feelings that most couldn't understand, couldn't change the status quo, even if he had lived. However, from this story, we can discern that the fall of the Song dynasty was historically inevitable. Despite many national heroes, under the guidance of inept rulers and specific historical circumstances, the outcome couldn't be altered. Even though the novel is fictional, it reflects truths about society. Whether legendary heroes or unnamed soldiers, when facing the greater good of the nation, their sacrifices for the greater community deserve our utmost respect.